The start of this week's Parsha, Hashem rewards Pinchas with the Bris Shalom, a covenant of peace, for his act of zealotry in killing Zimri and Cosby, who were engaged in very inappropriate behavior. And the Pasuk, the verse says, Pinchas, the son of Elazar, the son of Aaron the Kohen, turned back my wrath from upon the children of Israel when he zealously avenged my vengeance. And Rashi comments, he, referring to Pinchas, became enraged when I, referring to Hashem, should have been the one to get angry. What does this mean? Why didn't Hashem get angry? And how could Pinchas possibly act in Hashem's place? The Belzer Rebbe offers a striking explanation. Back in Parshas Balak, Bilam tries and fails to curse the Jewish people. Why? Because his method that he was relying on to curse the Jewish people, this method relied on identifying the precise moment when Hashem expresses anger each day. That flash of divine anger is what gives a curse its power. But this time, Hashem held back. He withheld his anger because he refused to give Balaam even the slightest opening. Now here's where it gets deeper. That divine anger isn't just dangerous, it's necessary. Hashem is the source of everything, including emotions like anger. When Hashem holds it back, there's a void, a lack of righteous anger in the spiritual atmosphere. And without that spiritual weapon, the Jewish people were more vulnerable to temptation. Bilam knew this. That's why he suggested another tactic. Send the Moabite and Midianite women to seduce the Jews. And it worked. A plague broke out. 24,000 people died. Pinchas understood that the only way to stop the plague was to bring back the divine fire. But Hashem still wouldn't express it. So Pinchas summoned it himself. He stirred up within himself a holy outrage, channeling Hashem's withheld anger, and acted. That righteous anger, expressed through zealous action, restored balance and halted the plague. So what does that mean for us? We live in a time when rage is easy to come by. Scroll the news for 5 seconds and you'll feel it. What they're saying about Israel, what they're not saying about the hostages. 21 months later and the hostages are still not home. It's farcical that the Red Cross, Save the Children, the list goes on, call themselves humanitarian organizations. And it's enough to make your blood boil. But there's a critical distinction. Rage destroys, outrage builds. Rage is blind and consuming. Outrage is righteous and focused. Rage is the Yetzer Hara dressed up in fire. Outrage is the Yetzer Tov wielding a torch. So take that fire and do something with it. We can take that anger and channel it into outrage and action. Daven, write letters, make phone calls, donate money, speak, act, protest. Use that outrage like Pinchas did. Not to burn anything down, but to stop the bleeding and spark change. Because sometimes holy anger is exactly what the world needs. Good Shabbos.